It's a good ball as well, and it's found Sarr on the edge of the penalty area, looping one, and Strand Larsen gambling over, looks to make a touch to it. Oh, the referee's given a corner. Thought that was going to be given as a goal kick. It is not. Manchester United will have the first set piece of the afternoon to defend.
Oh no, it definitely took a deflection, but I'm just looking at it again and I'm thinking, I don't know, it was a very, very close call. I thought he might have been just offside, but it takes a flick off of Harry Maguire. Ball is floated to around the penalty spot. Free header comes in. Oh, it's in the back of the net. Met by Maxence Lacroix. Unmarked inside the penalty area, steers his header off the inside of the post, and Crystal Palace hit the front. Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 1.
Yeah, well, the first thing to say is that it is a very good header from Lacroix, but he was unmarked. I don't think he was unmarked to begin with. I think Lenny Yoro just lost his footing, didn't he? And that was all that Lacroix needed, and he just guided it off the post.
Maguire watches the long ball downfield. Strand Larsen manages to pick up the seconds, and Sarr coming in field. Down the right-hand side to Munoz. Munoz pulls it back to Ismaila Sarr. Sarr gets his strike in. Good save, Senna Lomans. And then the offside flag goes up against Daniel Munoz, who has collided heavily with Luke Shaw on his way back into the penalty area.
Yeah, they worked this quite well, Crystal Palace, down the right-hand side, which is where I thought a majority of the struggles that United may have would be, with the fact that Daniel Munoz loves to get forward. It's a good save, good solid hand from Lomans, and no question that Munoz found himself in an offside position from the follow-up.
Mainu, Lenny Yoro forward to Bruno Fernandes, looking to get this into the penalty area. Takes a big deflection on the way through. Bryan Mbeumo can't get there, but does enough to make sure that it's out for a corner. Left-footed, curling inwards. Heads go up. Harry Maguire off the line. Harry Maguire's thumping header is cleared away by Ismaila Sarr, and it's behind for another corner.
Brilliant header, gets up above Adam Wharton at the back post.
That's a lovely flick from Benjamin Sesco. Cunha again on the edge of the penalty area. Can't tow it back into the box. Kobbie Mainoo takes over. Finds Mazraoui. Mazraoui thinks about the cross. Short pass to Mainoo. Mainoo down the left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes does get the cross into the penalty area. Sesco's header is straight at Dean Henderson. Lovely cross from Bruno Fernandes. Met with the full force of the head of Benjamin Sesco. Straight at Dean Henderson.
Yeah, great ball into that near post area. And Benjamin Sesco gets across his man.
Maguire to Lenny Yoro. Yoro forward to Mbeumo. Takes a touch, and the referee is going to give the free kick, and Daichi Kamada will feel hard done to, and Bryan Mbeumo has purchased that from Chris Kavanagh. It's 26 or 27 yards out. Bruno Fernandes just to the right of centre. Lines this one up, has a go, bends it goals, it's just over the bar. Well, Henderson was scrambling. I think he's got a touch to it to turn it over his crossbar. What an effort from the Manchester United skipper.
Yeah, he definitely touched it. Whether it would have dropped under the bar or not, you just don't know. He wasn't taking any chances.
Bryan Mbeumo delivers. Loose on the edge of the box, where brought down by Bruno Fernandes. Gets it back from Cunha, then turns away from the first one. Looking for Nus Mazraoui, and then caught late by Bruno Fernandes. And Chris Kavanagh gives Manchester United another free kick on the edge of the penalty area. Bruno Fernandes, left-hand side. Right-footed into the penalty area, looking to be met by Casemiro's just wide. Casemiro's header is just wide of the far post. It was a lovely ball into the box again from Bruno Fernandes. The veteran Brazilian arriving, timed his run perfectly, couldn't guide the header goalwards.
Oh, what a shame. As you say, it's a brilliant ball, and it was just that glance, just ever so slightly got it wrong. Normally so dependable in those situations.
Mazraoui. Nice Mazraoui. Looking for that ball into the penalty. Oh, that's a clear pull on the shoulder of Matheus Cunha, and the referee's just going to give himself a second before deciding to point to the penalty spot. And Manchester United have a chance to equalise from the penalty spot in front of the scoreboard end.
Is that a goal-scoring opportunity? I don't think there was anybody else between Cunha and Dean Henderson's goal.
Lacroix might be lucky to stay on the field here.
He's going to blow his whistle. Is he going to come and have a look? Oh, he is.
By the way, whether it was inside or outside, it'll change the penalty. It won't change the decision of a goal-scoring opportunity.
It will, but have we got some real controversy coming here? Because for all the will in the world, it looks like a penalty to the rest of us. The referee is now being shown that. It's a clear pull on the shoulder of Matheus Cunha. They can't be arguing that. And now we are in a position where Chris Kavanagh is looking at the monitor and has got a decision to make. Well, the referee with a decision to make then.
Well, let's hear him.
Is it the penalty that he's checked, or is it Dogso? That's the other question.
Crystal Palace number 5 commits a clear holding offence, which denies
It's a really good decision from Chris Kavanagh. So he gets there eventually, and the decision that the reason that they were looking again and again was not because of the penalty. They were trying to figure out whether it was denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. It is. Maxence Lacroix is sent from the field, and now Bruno Fernandes has the opportunity to level things up in front of the scoreboard end. 56 minutes on the clock. Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 1. Bruno Fernandes, 12 yards from goal, stares at the back of the ball, exhales. Dean Henderson in front of him. Steps up and scores. Manchester United are level. No penalty heroics from Dean Henderson today. Just captain fantastic from the penalty spot. 1-1.
Brilliant penalty. Brilliant penalty. I always think it's really difficult for a right-footed player to go across a goalkeeper like that. But I tell you what, it's Bruno Fernandes, so why was I worried?
Great ball. Here's a good ball. Out to Bruno Fernandes, in space on the left-hand side. Fernandes checks in field. Now looks for the opportunity. Left-footed effort. Sorry, right-footed effort for Bruno Fernandes. Past the far post.
I reckon that's a corner, because I think that came off Chris Richards' hair.
You reckon the afro's got a touch?
I definitely think it did, yeah.
Fernandes looks for a ball in field, finds Cunha. Cunha in the penalty area, gets there, but it deflects away and is cleared by Crystal Palace. Only as far as Bruno Fernandes on the right-hand side. Bends one in. Sesco! He's done it again! Big Ben at the scoreboard end! 6 goals, 7 games. Benjamin Sesco is inevitable. 2-1 United.
Sensational header. It's a brilliant ball from Bruno Fernandes, and it has all the pace. And just watch his movement here, and he gets across the front, and it's an absolutely brilliant header. Just look at that movement.
Wow.
What a superb header, and what an impact that this player has had in this team for these last 6-7 games. Exceptional.
Absolutely incredible. Down the left now to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes, cute pass into Mainu. Mainu dinks out the cross towards the back post, which is, well, it's a slight mistake from Tyrick Mitchell. Under a little bit of pressure, knocks it behind for the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I gave him the benefit of the doubt with the ball earlier from Nus Mazraoui, but on that occasion, he knew that there was nobody behind him, and there was still that element of panic there.
Bryan Mbeumo takes the corner. There isn't going to be a penalty. Casemiro gets up highest, manages to get a touch to it to give it back to Bruno Fernandes. What a pass from Bruno Fernandes to pick out Bryan Mbeumo in space, and Mbeumo puts it back into the penalty area. Chance for Casemiro, what a save! That is world class from Dean Henderson. Just manages to get down to it and turns it away. Point blank from Casemiro, repelled by Palace. Just feeling that foot, Lenny Yoro. Concerned for a moment. That's a lovely ball forward into Bruno Fernandes, who hooks it back to Ahmad. Edge of the penalty area. Ahmad measures one. Good stop. Dean Henderson down to his right-hand side.
Great ball. Little hook over his head. And who can blame Ahmad from having a strike from there?
Kobbie Mainoo forward to Ahmad. Ahmad wriggles free and gets the pass away as well. Lovely from Ahmad. Ahmad's going to think about a shot from the edge of the penalty area. Right-footed! Oh. Brilliant save, Dean Henderson. What an effort from Ahmad. Turn round the post corner.
Superb. Superb. First and foremost, his first touch. And then when he gets the ball back, he feints to shoot with his left, comes back into his right, and give Dean Henderson the credit. Fully outstretched to his right-hand side.
And now Manchester United with just a little bit of defending left to do. Chris Kavanagh, play still continues. Lovely tackle from Casemiro. Ball is up to Yeremy Pino on the edge of the penalty area. Gets the cross in, turned away, and then Kobbie Mainoo lifts it into midfield. Full-time whistle goes. Manchester United are up to third in the Premier League table with a come-from-behind win against Crystal Palace. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Michael Carrick's side. A 2-1 win, 3 more points, and third place in the Premier League table. Full-time at Old Trafford, Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 1.